And then we have token. Maybe this is what is going to be strange to you, right? So token is nothing but, as I've given the definition over here, right? Tokens are the building blocks of natural language processing. So you'll be hearing a lot of, token over and over again as we move on. We're going to be mentioning token. So you need to understand what we mean when we talk about token, okay? So tokens can be either words, right? Or it can be just a word, right? In singular form, right? So all group of words, right? Characters or sub-words. Okay, it can be words, characters, or sub-words. Okay, so I've given an example here which will make it clear. So the sentence, never give up. Okay, this is one sentence, never give up. Okay, it has 3 tokens. That is, it has 3 words. Okay, it has 3 words. That is never, give, and then up. Okay, so never is 1 token. Give is 1 token. Up is 1 token. Okay, so when you're talking about tokens, so if I give you a sentence like this and I ask you how many tokens do we have have 3 tokens. Okay, never, give, and then up, right? Each of the words are tokens. Okay, that is one way of expressing token. Another way of expressing token is characters. So for instance, if we have a word like smarter. Okay, we have a word like smarter. In this case, we can also go for character tokens. When we're talking about character tokens, then each of the characters, right? S will be 1 token, M will be 1 token, A will be 1 token, R will be 1 token, T will be 1 token, E will be 1 token, and then R will be 1 token. That is character tokens, okay? So when I'm talking about word token, I'm talking about the entire word, right? The words that that come together to form the sentence, okay? So that would be word token. When I talk about character, I'm talking about each of the characters, okay? So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tokens, okay? 7 character tokens over here. And then we have sub-words, okay? Sub-words. So for instance, we have smarter, right? But we can extract smart. Okay, we can extract smart from the word smarter. Okay, so smart here becomes a word. Okay, it becomes a token. It becomes a sub-word token. Okay, smart here becomes a sub-word token. So that is the 3 different kinds of tokens that we have, right? We have word token, character token, and then sub-word token. Okay, so you need to understand these things, because going forward, that's what we're gonna be talking about over and over again. All right, over and over again. About 90% of the time, what you're going to do is word tokens. Okay, you're going to do word tokens. You're going to split words into sentences into individual words, and those individual words are going to be called tokens. Okay, so if I have words like maybe I will go. Right, and then I ask you how many tokens do we have, right? If I just ask you how many tokens do we have, I'm talking about word tokens. Okay, as I said, 90% of the time is just word token. So in this case, we have 3 tokens, which is I, will, and then go. Okay, I will be on its own, will be on its own, and then go will be on its own. All right, so we have 3 tokens over here, right? Then we have what is called tokenization. Okay, tokenization is coming from token. Okay, tokenization is coming from token. Okay, so the process of dividing a sentence into words or into tokens, okay, into tokens is what we refer to as tokenization. It's just the process that you take in dividing the words into individual tokens or into individual words. That's what we refer to as tokens. Okay, so if you have one sentence and then you divide the sentences into individual words, or which we refer to as tokens, then we call it tokenization, right? We say that you are doing tokenization. So if you have your data, one of the pre-processing techniques that you're going to use is tokenization, right? You're going to divide all of the words that you have into tokens, right? Into individual words, all right? Okay, so I hope these things, these 3 are clear to you, right? If you missed something, you can just rewatch and then you get a better understanding. Those are the vocabularies that we're going to use over and over again as we move on. So get it right from the onset. Okay. All right. So I've given an example over here. So this is a huge test over here, right? From here. So it's a test. So I have test equals. Then I have the particular test over here. So this is words that Steve Jobs was speaking when he was launching the first Apple. Okay, these are the words that he was speaking, right? So I just extracted part of it, right? So the entire this thing that I have over here, right, is a document over here, right? So I have a document over here. Then inside this one, I can now perform tokenization, right? If I split the sentences that have been combined together to form a document over here into individual words. Okay, so I'm using test.split. When I do that, I'll get all the individual words in standalone. Okay, so you can see that here is, right, so here is standing on its own, right? 2 is standing on its own, right? There is standing on its own. Crazy is standing on its own. Once is standing on its own. There is standing on its own. Misfit is standing on its own. There is standing on its own. The rebels standing on its own, right? There again standing on its own. Troublemaker standing on its own. So we do it for all of them. All the words are going to be separated, right, based on the spaces in between. You can also split it based on comma, if there's comma in between or there's full stop or whatever. You can do it like that. But basically, we split the individual words like you have seen over here, right? So all these things will be split, and this will be the output of it. All right. So this is what we refer to as tokenization. Okay, where's tokenization? Okay, so I hope this is clear to you, right? So let's move on to understand the next key word. Okay,